Okay, so it took me a little while to get this video set up, not because there was really necessarily anything wrong with the video. This was, I'm pretty sure, a video I had against my friend Maggie again on day one. And I don't think I uploaded this one, but her team looks very familiar because she happens to really like the same team. She likes Sticky Web, she likes Stealth Rock, and she also likes Barbaracle and a lot of things that are just setup sweepers. So you're going to find out that her Scizor is actually a Mega Scizor, her Manaphy Tail Glow, her Barbaracle is Shell Smash. I think her Dragonite is Weakness Policy too, so she likes setting up hazards, and she likes getting a high reward for certain plays. Oh, and versus recorder mod and music mod are a thing in this video as well. So I'm actually going to go ahead and lead off with my Ferrothorn, knowing that she does not have a spinner. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and get my rocks up for free. I can get rid of her Sticky Web later if I find the opportunity to, like probably against her Scizor, or maybe against something slower like her Ferrothorn as well. But for now, you know, rocks for hazards, hazards for hazards. That's a thing you can work with. So Thunder's not doing anything. I'm honestly just waiting for her to switch out. I want to break this thing Sash, and eventually force it out. But now that I have a Leech Seed up, I've got my Stealth Rock up, I can either Thunder Wave predicting switches, or I can Power Whip to get more damage. It benefits me more to Power Whip, but I feel like between Thunder and Bug Buzz, and, you know, potential Energy Ball if she is 3 attacks, she has no business staying in. So I do think she's going to switch out on this turn, which is why I decided to go for a Thunder Wave. I know that she's not the Lumberry variant, which is I've actually been seeing a little bit more often as opposed to Weakness Policy, but I know she loves Weakness Policy, and she's not going to be able to heal off the Thunder Wave as a direct result. So Earthquake, not doing a lot to this Ferrothorn here at all, and I'm actually just going to be able to go ahead and Leech Seed again. This is I'm pretty sure this is a direct clone of Fuball from the NCPL series I had going on a few months back, and Fuball was pretty damn bulky on both ends. But then again, this is a not stab move from a Dragonite, so I probably shouldn't be writing home about it. But that's pretty much all my Ferrothorn's going to be doing right now as she, you know, starts to set up. She doesn't care about the paralysis. She just wants to get solid damage off on my Ferrothorn. The way I see it, I'm going to go for another Leech Seed and predicting her switch, you know, because she was crippled. She still kind of is crippled at this point. But I really don't feel like switching. I want to see what else she has going on her set. If she's setting up because she has Fire Punch, or if she's setting up because she knows she can, you know, kind of outmuscle this thing. And she shows it right there that she can outmuscle me because she does, in fact, have Roost. Meaning that she probably has less coverage. She's got DD, Roost, Earthquake, and I'm assuming either Outrage or Dragon Claw. I think she runs Outrage, if I'm not mistaken, because that hits like a truck after a Weakness Policy boost. And you can just do whatever you want after that point. I switch into Thundurus right here because I figure it's a good opportunity to switch out, just because she's probably going to end up going for the Earthquake on this turn. She has no reason to Outrage a Ferrothorn, nor any real reason to suspect my switch. Especially now that the Leech Seed is up and the Multiscale's broken, and I've got a good amount of damage off on the Dragonite. I'm actually able to just knock it out with an HP Ice, which I ordinarily would not have been able to outspeed, but because I got the Thunder Wave off with the Ferrothorn, it's pretty comfortable work for Thundurus, all in a day's work. So Scizor is going to come in. I don't remember what this thing does specifically as I'm fighting it, which is why I go out into Ferrothorn to scout it. But I've fought this Scizor before a lot, so it probably should have come as second nature to me that it is her Mega Scizor, and it's a more traditional one with Swords Dance, Dual Stab, and Roost, I think, as opposed to Bullet Punch and Knockoff. I do think she does reveal X-Scissor. I don't think she reveals Roost necessarily, but she's not the type to have Defog or Superpower, which is why she goes for a second Swords Dance to try to knock me out with an X-Scissor here. I probably had a little bit of a misplay right here going for Leech Seed instead of Thunder Wave and then Leech Seed on the next turn, because I didn't really know what the Scizor wanted to do. I'm pretty sure I could have taken a knockoff from that range. She does go for an X-Scissor, and it just completely flattens me out. So yeah, that's kind of scary. Thinking about it, though, knockoff is doubled on the turn, so probably not. I think it's actually a little bit more powerful than X-Scissor on that first turn. So no, probably not. Probably not. That scared me. That scared me right there, how much damage that did. And I underhyped this at the time of us taking the game, but if that actually had taken me out, this could have been a potentially different game. So I will trade Thundurus for her Mega willingly, because I don't think I have anything else to really worry about other than Manaphy. I did lose it to that, but I don't think Starmie could have one-shot Scizor at that point in time. And she actually brings out her Galvantula right now, as I do end up getting caught by the Sticky Web. I had forgotten all about the Sticky Web at that point, because Ferrothorn didn't care about it, and Thundurus wasn't affected by it. But that's not the situation I want to be in, so I'm actually going to have to go ahead and go out into my Assault Vest Entei to absorb either the Bug Buzz or the Thunder. It makes more sense for her to go for Bug Buzz because it is 100% accurate, but Thunder is only like 7% less accuracy with Compound Eyes, so I can see why she'd want to go for it. That's totally cute. Does about a third and some change, so I'm actually just going to go ahead and stay in here and go for the Sacred Fire. Hopefully going for another miss. Did not get that, but as you can see, Assault Vest Entei actually taken 2 Thunders. I'm not going to say comfortably, but I've got a good amount of HP. I don't think I can take another Stealth Rock switch in. If I can, it's kind of close. But right here, Barbaracle comes in. She sees this as a really wonderful opportunity to try to switch this thing in and get a boost in my face. It is a coin flip for how this game's going to go at this point. If I burn with Sacred Fire, the game goes on. If I don't burn with Sacred Fire, things end here, and I lose to her second of... no, her third setup sweeper. She's got a lot of setup sweepers on this team. Man, she goes really aggressive, but get to go for Sacred Fire on that one, and I do get the burn. Super important. No Lumberry sweepers here at all, and I can have a little bit of an easier time with Barbaracle here, as it's going to go for a Rock Slide and knock me out. This is okay. I do have other things that can take it on. So, Assault Vest Entei, all it was really good for was taking out Galvantula and crippling Barbaracle. But it's kind of hard to get momentum when she still has a lot of setup sweepers in the back. And I don't really have a lot of my own. I just have a lot of utility switch-ins and just things for everyday use. I think the only setup sweeper I have on this team is probably Mega Gallade, if it's the exact same team that I remember. But what else happens here? Oh, right, this thing. So, this thing probably suspecting that I'm choice banding because I just dropped it in one shot. I'm actually going to go for a Bullet Punch to get some damage off because I don't want this thing getting its boosts necessarily for free. I know it does have the potential to rest and Rain Dance and whatnot, but there's not much I can really do about it. I would rather get 2 turns of Bullet Punching off, which as you can see actually brings it down at least halfway. And I'm going to lose my Scizor here to a +3 Surf, as if that was really anything else to expect. So, go out to Starmie because I know these things usually have Rain... What do they have? They have Tail Glow, they have Tail Glow 2 attacks, and... I was going to say Tail Glow 1 attack, Rain Dance, and Rest, but sometimes I see them with just Tail Glow and a couple more attacks. So I didn't know whether or not she was the type to run Energy Ball. I learned that she is, but I also learned on the previous 2 turns that she was Life Orbed. So it's going to work out mildly in my favor. It's a 2-1 lead her favor, but I do have priority on my Mega Gallade, and I just have to pray that if I can't knock her out with Shadow Sneak, I can actually take a +3 Surf with the amount of special defense that Mega Gallade now has, which is... I think like 150, probably same as Gardevoir. But this is assuming Shadow Sneak doesn't knock out, and it actually is able to knock out from that range. I really tend to underestimate Shadow Sneak, but if something's in the red like that and it's pretty offensive, you're generally safe in assuming that you can take it out from there. So, Ferrothorn versus Mega Gallade, you know, this is not any kind of contest at all. I'm actually just going to go ahead and close combat and drop it for the game. So, defended my gym with a 1-0 there, but I was giving out badges to 1-0s and 2-0s as well as straight victories. So I said, hey, that was fun. I enjoyed it. I'll be seeing you around. You guys know how that works. Anyways, that was a fun little match I had there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you're more than welcome to leave a like rating, comment, subscribe, do your thing. You guys know how that works. I'll have more PAX Pokemon League battles coming your way in a little bit here. But for now, I think I will... I'm trying to think about what I want to do next here. I'm actually going to mix up the days because I'm actually going to go ahead and just apply random versus recorder backgrounds and musics to each of them. So things could be from very different days and very different, like, rematches and whatnot, stuff like that. So it's going to be all over the map because that's how it rips them. But it's something I kind of feel like showing off, so I'm going to go and do that. With that in mind, I will see you guys on the next one. Later.